What's up, YouTube? MacGyver7 is back again to come to you guys with a full review of Xiaomi's Mi Box. All right, so I've had the Mi Box for a couple days now, and it's actually proven to be a really solid Android TV box device. Again, the $69 price point, you can't really go wrong with this device at all, especially if you love Android and you don't mind having it on your TV. The device itself is pretty simple to use. The UI is very user-friendly and very straight to the point. Unlike some of the other Android set-top boxes you can either order from China or a third party, the UI is not as user-friendly, and really with the remote on those, it just turns into a bad situation. I mean, I know a lot of you guys are into Kodi and things like that, and that's actually something you can put on here as well very easily compared to the strain that you have to go through with the Fire Stick and the Fire TV. On this device, it's very simple to install Kodi, and we'll get into that a little bit later on, and possibly maybe to the next video. But overall, I like this device. All right, I would recommend it to friends and also beginners, or people who are just jumping into the Android TV box community. I would definitely recommend this device, and I would definitely say, hey, go to your brick and mortar store such as Walmart and purchase one today. I would definitely recommend it. It's very solid. So let's go ahead and get into what to expect with your Xiaomi Mi Box. Once you get it set up, you go through your login prompts. Basically, you have to put in your Gmail account, or also you can link in your phone, your Android phone, to actually set up the box and to connect it to your Play Store or your Google Play Music. All right, so that's the whole reason for the setup, is to actually have that integration for Google Play Store. Now, that's another thing I like to also cover. This box comes with Google Play Store. I mean, a lot of the other set-top boxes don't really give you full access to that, especially the ones that are more mainstream. It's kind of hard to have the Google Play Store. You have to mostly sideload a lot of the apps. But as you can see here, the Google Play Store is right here. And as you can see, I've installed Kodi. Also have ES File Explorer. And these are some of like the tech heads of the Android community. These are some of the major apps you would want to have on an Android TV box when you're sideloading apps, installing Kodis, putting in new builds and things like that. So it has the capabilities to have all those great things. All right. So on your Mi Box, it comes with recommended apps such as Netflix, Sling, Vudu, all your particular ones that you would want to have when using live streaming TV and music. All right. Those all come pre-installed, and also they give you some about $76 worth of credits towards some of these apps here that you can actually use for trial versions or a couple months of free use. All right, so it's pretty cool. Down here below, the Google Play Store is pretty self-explanatory. You come up and get your home screen. It shows you featured apps that work well with the Mi Box, games, and it actually goes through and shows your apps. Now, it does have a USB port in the back, which means you can sideload Android-enabled apps as well, to your liking. And they also offer a game controller as well that works with the Mi Box, that is Bluetooth capable and would allow you to play those games as if you had your own little Android system. All right, so the voice search also works well. You see here you can search. So if I want to use my voice search right now, I can actually speak into my mic, my remote, and actually say Kodi, and Kodi will come right up. All right, so it's pretty cool. On the remote, it's also very responsive. As you can see, I'm pressing up and down. I'm not having any troubles at all. I'm able to move left and right. You actually have the ability to use an on-screen keyboard, which is pretty cool. You want to type something into Google when you're doing Google search. The voice search works well. It's just a pretty solid device. Now, the other thing here on the remote as well I like to get into is the remote has a power button. All right. Now, the power button on the remote allows you to turn your Mi Box on and off, which is something really cool, and it's something that I haven't seen on any Android set-top box at all, which I really like, because there's times where I'm like in my room, or I could be sitting down on the couch and, hey, I may want to turn it off for a second with my Fire TV or something like that, and I can't. All right, I have to literally get up, unplug it to turn it off, or I can't just hit the power button and, hey, I'm done. It's not using any of my data in the house, things like that. And if you're a data muncher like me, you definitely want to be able to turn off your devices using constant internet usage, right? So it has a power button. You click the power button, it cuts right off. Click it again, it comes right back on, which is very cool. All right, so for the most part, this is how you set up. I mean, you have your basic settings here. You get into your settings. You can actually check out, install, put your Wi-Fi connection in. You can change the display settings. It also has Google Cast, which is really cool. And Google Cast actually works with Android devices as well as iOS devices, as your iPhone or iPad. You're able to cast things from there onto the screen in Mi Box. Pretty simple and pretty easily. All right. You have your apps folder and things like that. You can check out your storage and usage. Gives you the ability to add accessories, add another remote if you needed to, and also for your apps and stuff like that, you can add your location for like weather apps and things like that. So it pretty much has everything you would want an Android TV set-top box to have. And the UI is very fluid, very smooth. I haven't experienced any hiccups or anything as far as like overheating or powering off. I have Kodi installed as well. Kodi comes up quite nicely. And I've also installed my own build, my MacGyver build, and everything in my build works great. My Kodi updates, all my sources updates, add-ons, everything like that works perfectly. I haven't had any glitches or anything of that nature. So this device is something I would definitely recommend, and I look forward to using for quite some time now. Now, as far as testimonials, things like that, or things I like to see in the future, one of the major things I like to see in the future is an Ethernet port. One thing I liked about the Fire TV over everything else is the fact I could use Ethernet. Now, if you're not familiar with Ethernet, Ethernet is actually one of the faster internet connections you can have in your house. All right, it comes straight from your modem versus coming through the air and cutting through your walls like Wi-Fi would. Ethernet is a direct connect, which actually gives you faster speeds. All right, and with the faster speeds means everything's going to operate a lot smoother and a lot better, especially when using like things like Kodi and streaming devices or streaming channels. You want to have the fastest internet possible, and with an Ethernet port on the back of this thing, I think this thing would actually probably surpass Amazon's Fire TV. All right, I'm just saying. I mean, the specs wise, it's pretty good, but if you add an Ethernet port to your next one, I think we really have a Fire TV competitor that could really give it a run for its money at that price point if it stays at $69.99. But all right, guys, this is a pretty much an overview of what to expect with your Xiaomi Mi Box. Look for my next video. I'm going to show you guys how to install Kodi and also how to install ES File Explorer, which is very simple. So again, guys, thank you for watching, and please subscribe.